And apparently this means that the olives are not good for consumption anymore. That might create a little problem because I have a lot of these olives that are infected by these flies. Hey, sweetie. So there are a lot of olives already falling from the tree. As I'm like sitting here drinking my coffee, I hear like punk, punk, punk. Yeah, as we all know, the seasons are a little bit off. So I think it's a good time to already pick some of the olives. Now I've been going around the trees here on the land and there are not a lot of olives in there. Now what I learned already about olives is that not every year all the trees give the same amount of olives. Like it can skip a year or give less a year, or maybe even 2 years it can give less. So we have this tree that is giving, for my opinion, a lot this year. You don't see it here, but if you look up close. And then we have this tree that only has like sort of a hanging fruit here. This tree has some, but I don't think these trees have too much. But we'll check that out in a minute. Now, because my first assessment is that we don't have too much olives, instead of pressing, I want to try and cure some olives. And I got a little setback on that because Ivan was here from Frankie off the grid, and he told me that, for instance, this olive, what still has his like glowing jacket, this is good for eating, but a lot of olives are affected by flies that go into the olive, and they create like little holes in the olives. Let me see, like this. And apparently this means that the olives are not good for consumption anymore. You can still press them, but you shouldn't cure them and eat them. That might create a little problem because I have a lot of these olives that are infected by these flies. Like all of this, all of this, all of this, all of this. And now here are some more good ones, and I think the more up we go, there are more that are still good. So I definitely don't have enough to go to like a Lagarde and press some olives. So maybe there's another way that I can also press some olives myself. We're looking into some videos today. That's a lot of work, but if it's just a small amount and I want to try what the olive oil tastes like, then maybe I am able to do it. But the main thing we want to do is try and cure some olives. And we're going to try and do that in 2 different ways. This tree appears to also have still a lot of olives. Dwight's grandma told me, because we were talking here, and I was like, no, it's not a lot this year. In Portuguese, huh? And she said, no, but this tree, look. And I didn't look at that tree yet. That still has a lot. But like this, it has nothing. absolutely nothing. Very small. Yeah, this tree only has very small olives. There is still some sort of a garden here. Peppers! Yeah, there are some olives in here. Oh, quite a lot actually. But also a lot of olives are affected by the fly thingy. This very old tree here has completely nothing. Really, not one olive. And this one also has very small ones. I think maybe the trees with the very small ones, they didn't get enough energy to produce normal size olives. Maybe this also has something to do with not pruning them? Question mark. This one also, very small. So I'm not gonna pick any of that, I think. That almost covers all the olive trees on this land. Also very small. Nada. This one has some. But yeah, a lot are affected by these flies. And you can spot it directly because this one, for instance, you see it's still good, right? You want to try an olive? Maybe after I cure them. Yeah, so we have on this land, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees we can pick. Where the olives are at least of a decent size. But we also have another land. Let's check that out. Now that's a view with a lot of olive trees. But they're not all mine. The backwards here is on the other side of the river. How many would we have here? Like the bigger ones, huh? I know there's one in the corner there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's check these out. See if they have any olives. And if on this land they're also affected by these flies. They don't look too well. I think they need some more time here. Here's a good one. Yeah, here also a lot are affected by these flies. But still. It looks though as if they're a lot smaller than on the other land. They matured less quickly, it seems. We also have a lot of small trees. And there are some olives on this one, I see. Like very small. And also Benjamin. He won't produce any olives this year. Maybe for a couple of years. But he has leaves, so we're happy with that. We have a lot of small ones also. But they don't get enough water here at the moment, so they don't grow. It does have olives though. Mini tree. Let's see how his big brother is doing. Down here they seem to mature a little bit better. Or maybe it's just the trees up there that are not producing very well. These trees we all pruned last year. No, not even last year. The year before. They didn't get any pruning last year. Yeah, so here there are also. It's a little bit the same mix. Let's say like half are affected by these flies. And half are still good. Some trees have some more olives. This is also an exciting tree. Like a double olive tree. Well, it's probably not a lot to you guys, but it's a lot more than I thought at least. Very big trunk with a very small tree. Very little olives. Same story. And it's funny because the one olive here is like affected with the fly thingy. And then the whole branch next to it is just good. Yeah. So there could be a lot more on these trees. But it's not as bad as on the other land where the house is. It seems like here most of the olive trees, except the small ones, do have olives. This one is also filled. Ooh, it really has a lot. Whew. And a lot of good ones, it seems. Oh no, also a lot of wasted ones there. But yeah, in kilograms, how much would it be, right? I know that Frankie off the grid, they have, I think 150 olive trees. And last year, as you can see in one of their videos, they produced just 500 kilograms. So they could have their own press run at the Lagarde. But 150 trees and then 500 kilo for the minimum to press your own olive oil at the Lagarde. Seems like a lot to me. Imagine needing to pick and prune 150 trees. We only have maybe 30 big ones. So yeah, we're gonna do it in a little bit smaller scale. Thunder. It's thunder, sweetie. Yes, comes from the sky. Like the rain, yeah. So we have again predictions for rain. So yeah, I wanted to do some olive picking. And like the true builders that we are, we're using scaffolding. So I have one bucket where I'm gonna put the olives that I maybe want to try and press. I put some water in it because I'm not gonna press them today, tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. So I'm gonna see that I preserve them a little bit before I'm gonna press them. So I put them in water. And the other bucket here is the good ones. So the ones that are not affected by the fly. The blue bucket here is the ones we're gonna cure. And this is the bucket we're gonna try and press. So to keep it easy, I'm starting with the tree closest to the house. Girls are a little bit restless, but yeah, restless due to the weather. Yeah. I'm gonna start some picking now and at least see how this works with like pitting the olives and like I'm only doing a couple of buckets now. And you see in the next video how far I got. We have some more trees. Don't know how far I'm gonna come today with the rain. Thank you for watching another video of the Portugal project. If you want to follow the Portugal project more closely, you can also add it on Facebook. Or add me on my personal account on Facebook or Instagram. See you next time at the Portugal project.